Hi, Shep Hyken here, customer service and experience expert. And today I'm going to discuss how a little creativity and extra effort can make a big difference in the customer experience. So one of our viewers, David Turk, shared a story from a recent issue of the New York Times about how a server at an upscale restaurant astonished a guest with an amazing display of customer service. Now, the short version of the story is that a woman went to dinner at one of the finest restaurants in New York City. From experience, she knew it was difficult to get her favorite beverage, which happens to be a Dr. Pepper. So she brought her own and requested a glass of ice. Nothing else. Now, when the server returned with a crystal glass filled with ice, she took the can of soda out of her purse and she filled her glass. The server eventually took the empty can away. Now, several minutes later, he returned with another can of Dr. Pepper. She was, in her words, astonished that the restaurant had Dr. Pepper. Well, it turns out that they didn't have Dr. Pepper. The server ran out to the corner bodega and bought a can for her to enjoy. Now, I love that story. It reminded me of a similar experience that I had at a fancy restaurant. This restaurant was located in a beautiful office building. On the evening that I dined there, I asked if they had root beer. The server said they didn't, but then he thought the soda machine in the lobby of the building did. In just a few minutes, he returned with a can of root beer and served it to me in a chilled beer glass. Now, let's break this down. There are at least three good lessons here. Number one, pay attention. In both instances, the servers were paying attention to their guests. Paying attention can help you find opportunities to deliver a better experience. Number two, care about your customers. The servers obviously cared about delivering a great service experience. They weren't just going through the motions. It would have been easy for a server to ignore the guest who brought in the Dr. Pepper or tell me, hey, I'm sorry, we don't have root beer. Number three, put forth extra effort. These servers were willing to put forth a little extra effort to take care of their customers. Going to the vending machine or running to the corner bodega doesn't require a huge effort, but it has a huge result. This is about taking care and doing the extra step. It would have been easy for the server at the fancy New York restaurant to happily pour the can of Dr. Pepper into the glass for the guests, and that could have been it. It would have been easy for my server to tell me they didn't have root beer. But in both cases, these two employees took the extra step or effort to ensure that great experience, if not an even amazing experience. So, what's your customer's version of these types of requests? Where can you show a little effort and creativity to add to the customer's experiences? The result from a little extra effort taken can have your customers saying they are amazing. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short lesson. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Shep Hyken reminding you to always be amazing.